Zaid, Zaid says that to eat Yahoodi Zabeeha is halal because they are Ahle Kitab.
Is there any other question? Because this will be the last question and I might take up all the time. There's only a few minutes. Nobody has any other question? Okay. The Zabeeha of Jews and Christians. In the Quran there is clear verses that say that the Zabeeha, yani that which has been slaughtered by the Jews and the Christians, and the women of the Jews and the Christians for the Muslim men are halal, are permissible. There's clear verses of the Quran for that. And the rules is that they slaughter with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and fulfill all the other conditions of cutting the jugular veins. And 3 is the majority, so as long as they have cut 3, that will be like they've cut all of them. So that's the requirement. And they use a sharp object to do the slaughter. That's what the Quran says. And regarding their women as well, that the Jews and the Jewish and Christian women, the Muslim men can get married to them, but the Muslim women cannot get married to the Jews and Christian females. Now, the Hanafi Fuqaha Kiram are of 2 positions in this matter. One group of Hanafi scholars say that this was regarding those Jews and Christians who followed Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, who followed Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam and did not commit shirk. They did not believe Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam to be the Son of God. And those Jews which did not believe Sayyidina Uzair alayhi salam to be the Son of God. Nowadays they all do, and therefore it is not permissible anymore. Understood? The other group of Hanafi scholars, they say that even when the Quran was being revealed, all the Jews and Christians believe that. All the Christians believe that Jesus is the Son of God, Isa alayhi salam is the Son of God, Sayyidina Uzair alayhi salam is the Son of God. The Jews believe that. It's mentioned in the Quran that the Jews believe that, the Christians believe that, which means that they already did in that time, yet Allah allowed the marriage of their women to the Muslim men and their slaughtered animals for the Muslims. Okay? Looking at evidence, that opinion is stronger. That opinion is stronger, that it is permissible if there are Jews and Christians who slaughter with the name of Allah, fulfill all the conditions, it is permissible to eat that meat. However, Ala Hazrat Imam Ahmad Raza radiyallahu ta'ala, and after mentioning both the opinions, providing evidence to support each opinion, at the end he said, due to the time that we are living in, ihtiyat, yani precaution, cautiousness is that fatwa be given on hurma, that it's not permissible anymore. And that is what he gave fatwa on, that it is not permissible anymore to eat the meat slaughtered by Jews and Christians, even if they have slaughtered with the name of Allah and fulfilled all the conditions, and it is not permissible to get married to their women anymore. That's the muhtad position due to the fitna of today's era, and that's what we all give fatwa on. So the answer is that it is not permissible to get married to their women anymore, and it is not permissible to eat their meat. That's the opinion that fatwa is given by Ala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala an. We all understood that? Tika. Now, just to give you an insight on that, is that when you go to places like Egypt and Syria and other Arab countries where there are Jews and Christians, you'll find that they refer to Allah as Allah. They refer to Allah as Allah. But when you go to places like India, Pakistan, and you see the Jews and Christians there, they don't say Allah for Allah. And they don't slaughter their animals with Bismillahi Allahu Akbar, because they don't use the word Allah. So in those countries it would not be permissible at all. In here it would not be in this country it would not be permissible at all, because the Jews and Christians, they don't slaughter like we do, and even if they do, they don't use the name of Allah, Allah. Do we understand? So here it's not permissible at all. As for getting married to their women, the rule was based on Darul Islam, living under Muslim government, Darul Islam, where the children that would grow up in an environment of Islam, and that is not found anymore as well. Which simply means that what Ala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala, the fatwa that Ala Hazrat gave was the most appropriate, in fact the only option now, because the other opinion is not fulfilled at all. So the answer is that you should not be eating the Zabeeha and the meat from Jews and Christians, and like that men should not be getting married to the women from amongst the Jews and Christians unless they accept Islam. Wallahu ta'ala alam bis-sawab.